Alright, so it's finally come in. Check it out. The new Skyzone04Os. So let's go ahead and crack it open and see what we have. No real specs or anything on the outside. Exciting. So this is the Skyzone04Os, and they have a resolution of 1024 by 768 OLED screens, 38 degrees field of view, 4:3 and 16.9 aspect ratio, and it says it has a focus adaptable or adjustable to -2 to +6. Inner pupillary distance is 58 to 71 millimeters, and the receiver has your 5.8 48 channel steady view receiver, and I believe it should be the newer one. Brand new module here. Supports 10 languages, and your standard DC 6.5 to 25.2 volt or your USB 5 volt. It says H.264 60 frames per second DVR in MOV 6 megabits per second, and supports SD card of 128 gigabytes. It also has head tracking capabilities. Alright. Go ahead and pull these guys out. Your standard packaging that you would get from Skyzone or expect from them. It's pretty much the same for most of their goggle sets. Your little antenna, cheapies, and AV cable, power cable, and to, I guess, to update the firmware to connect to a computer or possibly even charge it with your 5 volt. So let's go ahead and take a look at the goggles themselves. Very nice case. I think it's the case that comes standard with all their goggles nowadays. It feels good, feels pretty premium. Can't complain, it feels pretty good. And our pads. So again, they come with a standard foam pad and the like fake leather type pad, 3M tape, so you can stick it on. There it is. The Velcro on one side, 3M sticky tape on the other, and here are the goggles themselves. The only color they had it in was black, so that's what I got. You can see right there, Skyzone04Os. These things are brand new. When I was looking for goggles, these actually were just released, so pretty excited to get my hands on it. It's got a OLED screen again, and the field of view is pretty good with a decent resolution. Not on the Skyzone 4X level, but definitely high enough for my purposes. like the thicker band. It's pretty nice. Oh, and then there are our face plates. So you got your wide face plate and then your more narrow faced face plate. I think I'll probably use this. I got a pretty narrow face, so that'll probably work for me. But that is them. Pretty nice. Oop, knocked off the little antenna covers. Oh yeah, very nice. Kind of still your same basic layout, not much different from their other goggle sets. It mainly comes down to basically the screen size, and I guess it has the new module in it. So let's kind of pop that open if we can and take a look at what we got inside. Yes, we have the SteadyView 3.3 version 3.3 receiver in there, so I'm excited to try that out. Pretty nice. Again, this does not fit like your Fusion or some of the other top receivers. This bay is just not sized for that, but it's pretty this fits in there well, and I'll utilize this receiver. So that is pretty nice. And take the faceplate off. Let's see. We got our Velcro on there. I will be using this, not the styrofoam pad, because I think it'll develop a lot of sweat. You have to end up taking it off, maybe washing it or something. And you can see the Velcro adhesive on the back of it. So let's go ahead and stick. There we go. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit my face very nicely. So let's go ahead and pop this onto the goggles. Maybe loosen the strap so we can get it on there a little easier. And there we are. Very nice. Let me give them a try here. I'll be using this battery on it. This is the Crazy Pony G&B 3000 milliamp FPV RC receiver battery. That's what they're calling it. It's just a battery for goggles. So stickers. That's pretty much it. That's it right there. I wanted to choose a balance lead on this, so I'm able to charge it with my charger. My charger does require a balance lead to charge. So, and then your barrel connector. And that will go right in here. And I'll just throw this battery in there, like so. There we are. Very nice. So let me get this thing cranked on and take a look at this screen, see what we're looking like. Alright, let's do a test with the DVR.
Welcome to HTX.
We'll just take the Cinewoop around the neighborhood. Oh man. I can tell already that screen is just so good. And like the levels it has for vibrancy and brightness. So dang good, man. colors on the screen are just so good. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go across. I'm going to put a house in between us. Towards these trees, there'll be a house in between us, and it's pretty good distance. And I've got like the little Nano RC Pico. But yeah, you can already tell. That is pretty good for that distance. With the receiver I had before, it was not that great. I got a little bit more rolling and flashes. The little breakup's not bad. I got a whole good sized house in between us. So let's go ahead and take it around a house and see how that does. A little tree breakup. Not bad at all. So around the house. Starting a little breakup. We're on the far side now. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. That is pretty good. I got pretty strong Wi-Fi signal coming out of this house. And yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's take this route, put this car in between the drone and the receiver. Not bad at all. Very nice. Let's go for another lap. And again, right when I get to this spot, sorry about that train. There's a house in between me and the drone, and a pretty good distance there, pretty good distance. But it is holding up pretty dang good, even with the same antennas. And I had a pretty good receiver before. I'll list it here shortly. And I just can't believe how bright and vivid the screen looks. I could probably, I just did the auto scan here, so if I were to like lock in the actual channel, it'd probably look a little better. Oh wow, that screen looks very good. Lots of detail. I mean, that's about as good as you can hope for in analog. I mean, other than maybe the Skyzone04X, that is about as good as it's going to get right there. And this receiver is really holding up. It is the new SteadyView 3.3. And wow, it's just really doing its job there. I can't really complain. I think with some better antennas, you can definitely get some really good signal in situations where I typically got not that great a signal, even though I had a pretty decent receiver. I would say this is definitely one of the top receivers, probably top 3 in the analog realm of things. Yeah, I can see all those little cables and everything right there from the power line. We got a low battery here, so let's go ahead and bring it in. Look at that image though. Very vibrant. I hope it looks that good in the DVR. I believe it ought to. Very nice. So there's the antenna that I had on the drone. That is a Lumineer Axie 2 right-hand circular polar antenna, and just these Amway and the Menace. So that's pretty impressive. These two are not very like super awesome quality antennas, but this one's pretty good, especially for your micros here. So I'll have coming in pretty soon the Lumineer Axie 2 right-hand circular polar Omni antenna and their patch. So hopefully that will work with this really well and give me a little bit better signal. But I can't complain. That's pretty good quality, pretty good distance with this receiver. So I'm pretty happy about that.